Welcome to Winning Wall Street's Money. Help support my channel. We need to get to 1,000 subscribers pretty much as soon as possible. So then I go live streaming because YouTube policy, they won't let me go live until I have 1,000 subscribers. Thank you to all the folks out there that have subscribed to my YouTube channel. If you have not yet, please take this moment now with helping me. Click subscribe. Next, click the bell. And next, click all. This helps you receive a notification when I post my next videos. Plus, click the thumbs up button and every time you watch my videos. If you got value from this video, if this was helpful, then please consider sharing a small monetary donation to my channel by going below and clicking on either my Patreon or PayPal links. If you join my Patreon page, then you'll get early access to these videos 24 hours before they're posted on the YouTube and lots more. If you prefer just leaving a small tip, click on PayPal. Either way, then you get that warm sense of satisfaction years down the line knowing that you helped me become a successful YouTuber.
Tuesday, October 11th, 6:35 p.m. New York time. Completed the second day of this week for trading. We are also into, well, the end of this week will be mid-month, halfway through. We're also in the month of earnings. Yep, this is the month of earnings for the prior quarter. Let's look at the weekly charts to see where we are. Want to identify, are we inside the range of last week or do we break out? If we broke out, then it's a trend. Is it a trend down or a trend up? Try to point out leadership. SPX broke down, new low. Again, it's not done. It's only the second day of the week, but it is red and new low for the year. NASDAQ 100 also red, new low for the year. Dow Jones Industrial Average, well, it's a solid body, inside candle. Yep, indecision, and it's holding up above this gap that hasn't completely got filled yet. And the Dow Jones Index is part of the S&P 500. It's one of the smaller indexes inside the S&P 500. The Dow Transports, look at that inside candle, tiny trading range. Dow Utility, also inside candle. Yep, holding up. And the Russell 2000. Well, it made a lower low than last week, but now back inside that body. It's an acceleration, and there's the low for the year. There we go. So overall, since the close of today, each of these weekly candles is bearish because if it's a solid body, like these yellow ones, solid body, set of holla like that, it's red. Yeah. So again, we're not in the middle of the week yet, but we certainly did have a vicious start of the week with several of these indexes taking out the lows and new lows. Let's go into the S&P 500 sectors. There's 11 sectors inside the S&P 500 stock index. And we'll go from the top to bottom, top being the ones that are weighted the most in the index. First, XLK, FYI, FLK, XLK, X-ray Lima Kilo is a technology, got it, technology sector, very much like the NASDAQ. That's why you see similarities. New low for the year, red. XLV, healthcare. Look at that. It took out the low last week, but trading back inside of it. But that's the low of the year. XLF, financials. It's also currently red for the week. Took out that low prior week, but again, it's not the low of the year. XLY, consumer discretionary. Nope, took out the low of last week. The trend is still down, and there's the low of the year. XLC, communication services, red for the week, took out the low last week and new low. XLI, industrials, that inside candle. Yep, there's the low for the year down there. Tiny trading range already. XLP, consumer staples, green, made a new low for the week and for the year, but back inside or actually above the prior body. That's interesting. So buyers are stepping in and taking that. XLE, energy, inside candle, indecision. Again, here's the low for the year all the way down here. And we're much closer to the highs of the year. Much closer. This is a potential area might get retested. Still have gaps down here that have to get filled. Yep, gaps. So let's label that. That's a gap. See it better on the daily, but I'm going to show you here on the weekly as well too. That's a gap down. So gaps occur when no prices occur between a certain range. There are 0 prices occurring between those ranges, and that's a gap. Here's a gap too. 0 prices occur. Very possible. How is that possible? Well, the market was closed one day, and then the next day, when the market opened, it opens up either at a higher or low price because nobody was interested in paying yesterday's prices. Just like supply and demand. Things work both ways. Look at here, it was a gap up. People were so anxious to buy this that they were willing to pay higher prices, skipping other prices. You do the same thing, right? Do you go to the gas station, negotiate? Do you sit there and wait for it to go low price? Or do you buy impulse right there and then? Maybe it's not a good example. Maybe it is. XLU. Utilities. New low for the year. XLRE. Real estate. New low for the year. Oops. Let's get rid of that yellow line. That was a prior low. There we go. Go back now. XLB Materials. Red for the week made a lower low. And trading just shy of that body of the high. Yep. Tight consolidation range too. Tight consolidation. Interesting there. It is a massive consolidation. Let's label that. There you go. That's a consolidation. And prices overlapping. Overlapping. Yep. Interesting. So those are the 11 sectors. So the majority of them are looking bad, but they are not all at the lows of the year. Yep. So simply saying that if you have any of these sectors, you might consider not being in the worst ones and rotating into the better ones. If you happen to be in a bad one, why would you stay in it? Rotate into leadership. While there might be less of it shown right now, yep, do that. Rotate. Let's go into the Faang Plus stocks. Faang Plus. Again, each candle is a week. And only 2 trading days so far the week are done yet. So we're looking at Apple. Inside candle for the week. There's the low of the year. Inside candles. So right off the bat, this stock is outperforming the stock indexes I showed you. S&P 500, NASDAQ, Dow, Russell 2000 is outperforming them. Yep, that's good. Because those were either at new lows of the year or near the low. This one, again, didn't even take out the low of last week. Indecision. Indecision. Microsoft, new low for the year. Amazon, up, took out the low of last week. There's a low for the year. Did not take that out yet, but new low. And if you notice this, consolidation here. Consolidation, took that out too. Meta, new low for the year. Not surprised. Yep. Meta, the owner of Facebook, the owner of WhatsApp, the owner of Instagram. So many so many products they own. Google, aka Alphabet Company, inside candle. So we're not at the low of the year. That already did occur. So let's label this because this is a consolidation. There we go. Again, earnings coming soon. When's this one got earnings? We'll have to check that later. Tesla, not surprised. New low for the week. There's a low for the year. New low for the week. Yep. Massive, massive distribution. So here was the beginning of the year, the high of the year. Let's label that. And since then, it's been massive distribution. Smart money's been selling. I don't know who has been telling you to buy, have been buying it, unless you're trading it. But if you're investing in it, one would expect it's probably going to break below this low. Yep, at some point, break below that low and go lower. NVIDIA, if I pronounced that right, November, Victor Delta Alpha, new low for the year. Netflix took out the week of last week. Interesting. So here's the low for the year, all the way down here. Massive consolidation. And again, it's targeting to break out of that. There we go. So you got to think. You don't have to think, but I'll show you. What's been occurring here? It's been hitting the stop for 250, 250, 250, but failing to go over it. So if it can't go above it, can't bust above it, it's likely going to go down. Yeah, so to be buying this is wrong. To shorting it is what I would be considered doing. Or if you understand advanced option strategies, you could be doing bear call spreads up here. Yep. We already know Netflix failed for the year, had massive sell-offs, and not going anywhere to rocket up time anytime soon. Yeah, it's struggling. Let's put this on, include some volume, give you some more insight. There we go. Let's zoom in. Zoom in right there. There we go. Okay. Huge impulse move down. Big, huge body. That's directional. Very bearish. Down on huge volume. Midpoint hasn't even been tested yet. Look at this. Huge volume. Pushed it up. Did not have follow through. No. But let's zoom in. Show you some wisdom. And these are weekly candles. So this pushed up. Small trading range, push up. Notice this. This is up on huge volume. And these went higher highs on lower volume than this. So someone's selling it. Yeah, they're pushing it higher because they're still buyers. But the institution, smart money, is selling it. There's people who were buying up there. And every time it went up here, look, here, and then went up here again on less volume. And then came down on more volume. Went up on less volume, came down on more volume. Then here, volume, big volume, right? But it couldn't take out these highs. So again, someone's unloading it. So people that keep buying it at 250 must be thinking they're getting a great deal because it's not going higher. But they maybe think it's going to go higher sometime versus the persons that bought it down here saying, fine, if they want to keep paying that, keep selling it, because eventually something's going to get busted, get caught, some news is going to come out, it's going to be panic selling, and these people up here will be trapped. Yeah, trapped. Do your due diligence. Alibaba, Bravo Alpha. Almost at new low for the year. There's a low for the year. There we are. Broke below here. Again, as China continues locking down every so often, it hurts their industrial, retail, everything there. Yeah. Once they reopen fully, this company may be doing better if they're still in existence. So overall, you just saw some of these are looking much better than other ones. And I will end there. Many thanks. Thank you, as always, for spending just a little bit of your time with me. If you've gotten value from this video, if this was helpful, then please consider sharing a small monetary donation to my channel by going below and clicking on my PayPal or Venmo. You can leave a small tip. If you don't want to share financial support, no problem. Just click the like and subscribe and leave a comment, please.